This is At Folsom Prison by Johnny Cash. Let's talk records. It is January 13th, 1968 in Reprise, California. Inside the walls of Folsom Prison, Johnny Cash is about to deliver a concert that will bring back his career from the brink. Cash's fascination with Folsom began back in 1953, while stationed in Germany with the Air Force. He saw the film Inside the Walls of Folsom Prison, which inspired him to write Folsom Prison Blues. Released on Sun Records in 1955, the song became a favorite among inmates, who wrote to Cash begging him to perform behind bars. His first prison show came in 1957 at Huntsville State Prison in Texas. The response was so strong he dreamed of one day recording an album inside a prison. Contrary to the myths, Cash himself had never served time. By the mid-60s though, his career was faltered. Drug problems and a lack of hits since 1964 left him struggling. At Columbia Records, producers Frank Jones and Don Law were out, and Bob Johnston, known for defying executives, was in. Cash pitched his prison album idea and Johnston loved it, even as the label resisted. Johnston called San Quentin and Folsom. Folsom answered first. On January 13th, 1968, Cash arrived with June Carter, Carl Perkins, the Statler Brothers, and his band the Tennessee Three. Country DJ Hugh Cherry emceed the show. Perkins kicked off with Blue Suede Shoes. The Statler Brothers followed with Flowers on the Wall. And then Cash strode out, opening with his iconic
"Hello, I'm Johnny Cash."
He tore into Folsom Prison Blues while the inmates roared. The setlist leaned into songs of a prison life. Climax scene with Greystone Chapel, written by inmate Glenn Sherley about the chapel inside the prison. Sherley sat in the front row, stunned to hear his song performed, completely unaware it was on the setlist. Minister Floyd Gressett had given the song to Cash the day before the concert. June Carter joined for duets, and Cash ran through classics like I Got Stripes and Give My Love to Rose. Two shows were recorded that day, but only a couple of songs from the second performance made the cut. Released May 6, 1968, At Folsom Prison became a surprise hit. Columbia barely promoted it, but the live single of Folsom Prison Blues reached #1 on the country chart and #32 on the Hot 100. After Robert F. Kennedy's assassination, stations briefly pulled the track because of the line,
I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
In fact, the crowd cheers after that lyric were dubbed in later. Columbia even issued an edited single for radio, which helped push the album to #13 on the pop chart. By year's end, it had gone gold. Johnny Cash walked into Folsom Prison at his lowest point, but walked out with redemption, and one of the most enduring records in American music. The live version earned Cash a Grammy in 1969, and more importantly, it restored his career. Rolling Stone magazine ranked it number 88 on their 500 greatest albums of all time list in 2003 and 2012. It went down to number 164 in the 2020 revisited edition.
I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on.